Elaine is at the forefront of the legal struggle between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and she has now vowed that she will aid Depp in bringing Amber to justice. As you may already be aware, Amber has just thrown a passenger off the bus. Thus, Elaine's desire for retribution may not be completely out of the question at this point. What are the future ambitions of Elaine? Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at Elaine revealing new terrifying ways that Amber Heard tried to frame Johnny. Yeah, you heard it right. Amber recently parted ways with Elaine Bredehoft, a key member of her legal team, and she is currently rebuilding her legal counsel by bringing in the big guns. Amber, who is now appealing the verdict against Johnny Depp, disclosed that she had retained the legal services of Ballard Spahr prior to entering an appellate court because she considered that the case and the evidence needed a fresh look. Amber is appealing the verdict because in her view, Johnny Depp was falsely implicated. David L. Axelrod and J. Ward Brown were able to successfully defend the New York Times despite Sarah Palin's recent attempt to smear the publication. Cases that revolved around the First Amendment are the focus of their practice area. Amber will have Ben Rottenborn on her team despite the addition of Axelrod and Brown. However, she will no longer have Elaine Bredehoft as a member of her squad. This is the only rational explanation for why she would leave the team in the first place. Isn't it suspicious that she's resigning from her position? Fans have come to the conclusion that Elaine might go to extraordinary measures in order to bring Amber down with her. Although Bredehoft asserts that now is the appropriate time to hand off the reins and that she has made every effort to ensure that the incoming staff is well informed, the evidence reveals that this is not the case. Fans have made the conscious decision to not be duped. And let's face it, they can tell. To use a metaphor, Elaine got a bit of a beating during her representation because they can feel it in their bones. Despite this, the new team looks promising. David L. Axelrod and J. Ward Brown have been quoted as saying that they're excited about the opportunity to represent Heard in this appeal because the case has enormous implications for the First Amendment for each and every American. They then expressed their confidence that their interpretation of the act will be upheld by the appeals court, which will result in Amber Heard's acquittal. The following is what Heard's representative reportedly said. As reported by TMZ, "You will consider the decision of the jury, to paraphrase a famous quotation, as the end of the beginning, not the beginning of the end. In terms of the protection of the fundamental right to free speech, a different court calls for a different representation, especially now that so much fresh material is coming to light." Yet, it seems that Elaine has dirt on Amber, which she may disclose in the future. Did you know that at the very beginning of the trial, Elaine Bredehoft argued that Johnny Depp was trying to introduce a relevant personal matter, such as Amber's brief stint as an exotic dancer years before she met Mr. Depp, pictures of her, and unfounded allegations that she had worked for an escort service, which would be highly distracting and unfairly prejudicial in the sense that they portray Amber Heard as a symbol instead of a witness. Are you familiar with its significance? It is implied that Elaine was privy to Amber's secrets, which she zealously protected while employed by Amber and which she had access to. This is no longer the case at all. Are you considering the same things that we are right now? In addition, Heard's group made an effort to keep Heard's sister, Whitney Enriquez, from participating in a reality show. No quote-unquote personal issues were brought up throughout the trial, but that footage was still able to be found online, wasn't it? It would suggest that more unsavory details will be made public in the near future, a day after a jury decided that Amber defamed Johnny Depp and granted him $15 million in damages. Elaine is familiar with all of Amber's tactics, which will make it much simpler to drag Amber through the dirt. Additionally, Elaine is aware of all of Amber's strategies. Elaine was the first to inform multiple morning shows that the actress intended to appeal the verdict. This was done before the actress herself made the announcement. Bredehoft reacted when NBC Today reporter Savannah Guthrie asked whether Heard wished to file an appeal, and she had compelling grounds for doing so. Bredehoft stated that she had compelling reasons to file an appeal. According to Bredehoft's assessment, Heard's life was completely upended by the verdict. The prosecutor continued by saying that one of the things that her client had stated was that "I'm very sorry to all the females out there," and that the verdict sends a bad message to the public. It is a setback, a large one, and she states that unless you pull out your phone and tape your spouse or significant other beating you, you won't be believed. Elaine seems to know a great deal about Amber, and it is up to her to determine what to do with the power that she wields in this situation. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.